Welcome to G3, Games, Gadgets, and Guests, a video podcast from 702 Communications. I'm your host, Brian CROMMETT. We're gonna change things up a little bit here. We're rolling into the last couple of podcasts of 2018 here, and we thought it might be nice to have some gadgets and some guests all at the same time, so please welcome back to the show, Bill LEMPE and Brent CROMMETT. Thanks for showing back up, guys. Yes.
We didn't even plan it. Hello. Awkward intro.
So we kind of brainstormed about kind of wrapping up the year with a couple different thoughts, but one thing that we've always avoided, but not because we weren't interested, was favorite cocktails. Favorite cocktails doesn't really work into the tech gadget theme, but it does work into a holiday theme. And so, favorite cocktails to get you through the holiday season. Let's start a panel on this. Bill, why don't you go first?
I mean, outside of just good old bourbon at any moment in a glass will help you get through, but you know, it seems like it's a good time of year for hot toddies, and this is a hot honey bourbon toddy, and it's just, you can look up a lot. There's a lot of recipes online here, but there's about a cup of water dissolved with some honey. I use some Meyer lemon peel and some zest in there, a cinnamon stick, and in this I use some wild turkey American honey. Topped it all off, warmed it all up. It's kind of nice. It's nice. It's like a hug from the inside.
It is nice. That lemon is very nice.
Yeah, it's you know, sometimes
I can smell it from here.
It's bright.
Yeah, definitely.
Which isn't so bad all the time.
And in the deep, dark winter, when you have 4 hours of daylight, like we do in Fargo, that might not be true. But 4 hours of daylight, I'm sticking by that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a little Meyer lemon, a little brightness to get you back, get you centered.
Or to just get you through your family.
Get you, or get you through the family.
Wait, that didn't work.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, right. So speaking of family that we need to tolerate, how about you, Brent? What's your favorite go-to?
Well, I am a proponent of heat and home. So I like to throw some apple cider on the stove and let that boil indefinitely. I'll throw some cinnamon sticks and perhaps some maple syrup in the kettle and let that, it just kind of warms the home, makes it feel, it makes everyone feel welcome.
It wafts throughout the home, kind of like when you bake cookies when you're trying to sell your house.
It's like a step above realtor.
Like that,
it's like that, except that you're going to continue to live there. And then you like to kick that up with a little brandy?
You pour it in a mug and throw your favorite brandy inside. And
if you're so inclined.
And then everybody's happy.
I have enjoyed that as well.
Seems like it would be tasty just on its own, too.
Yeah, the kids can drink it.
The kids
can
part
drink
without
it.
the brandy.
Yeah, right.
Personally,
yes,
I have a mug of hot buttered rum here. I don't know if hot buttered rum used to be really in fashion, and I had it the first time, I think, at a bar somewhere. I'd never had hot buttered rum, and I saw it on the bar menu, and I thought, all right, I'll give that a shot, and I have been drinking them around the holidays ever since. It is absolutely terrible for you. It is.
What?
So the recipe is you take a stick of butter.
Can't be possible.
You put like 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. Then you put some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and you mix it all up. And then you put like a tablespoon of butter in your cup, a shot or two of rum in your cup, and then you top it off with hot water and stir it up. So you remember that whole like bulletproof coffee?
Yeah.
It's like that, but totally not that.
But with booze.
Yeah, there's butter in it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's
Sailor
pretty
Jerry.
much where the similarities end. But so anyway, any of those cocktails, all of them excellent. I've had all of these cocktails, not all today. I've had all of these cocktails, all of them excellent choices. So if you're interested, if you're looking for a new holiday cocktail, something to warm you up, something to take the edge off, any one of these three is a good choice. So that's done. Well, let's maybe have
cheers,
gentlemen. Okay.
Oh, that's delicious.
It's still good. It's still good. It's not as warm as when it came out of the pot.
We should at least let people know this is the first one we've had. And
it is the first one.
It's afternoon. This isn't. We didn't start early.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding. All right, so second on the list.
Yes.
We've got established our favorite cocktails for the holidays. Let's talk about, because we've never done this, what are your must-carry things? And let's not do daily carry, let's do travel.
Sure.
So I'm gonna start with Brent. If you're going on the road, what's one thing you have to have?
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm driving, versus flying, it might differ a little bit.
There's a difference, yeah.
But let's take flying for example.
Okay.
We're gonna have one of these chargers for my cell phone to never be dead.
Which is good.
Are we
Which one is that one?
This is an Anker, etc., etc.
It's an Anker something,
Yeah.
but you've had that for a while.
About 5 years. You can charge 2 devices at once. Tells you with pretty lights how much charge is left.
Do you remember how much that cost?
Like $40, I think, at the
So
time.
$40 gives a couple devices full charge.
It has 4 charges.
Okay, perfect. So
lights.
that's solid. That's solid, Bill.
I had a pick that was similar and I didn't bring it, but it's
Okay.
okay. The Anker stuff is like super solid. I see recommendations for that all the time, and the only other one that I've had really good luck is I have a little one. It looks like a little similar to that, just a teeny bit smaller. That one's like a 10,000 milliamp hour. I have a 6,000 milliamp hour, but that Jackery one, Jackery, is $19.99 on Amazon as of the recording of this, and I know that's about the right price for the Anker one. So it helps out that you can have that. You can charge multiple devices. Some of them even have like a little LED light on them. So the Jackery one does. If you double click it,
Sure.
it has an LED light. So when you're like digging in
it's
the
a
bottom,
flashlight.
plus when you're on an airline and it's dark and you need to dig in your bag, you don't have to be that person who pushes the button.
Wakes
and everyone's
everybody
like,
else.
Nobody likes that
God,
guy.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I highly recommend those. I mean, you just, whether it's for you or for kids or anyone else you're traveling with, you don't want anyone to have a dead phone. They might have to talk to you.
See, okay, I'm
Or
different.
Pokemon Go or whatever you're doing.
I'm different, I guess, from both of you guys. I don't own or carry one of those.
Sure.
If I'm on, I don't use my phone as much as I guess a lot of people do. But I don't use one of those chargers because I just tend to plug in when I'm on the plane. That's always worked out for me. And so I'm not going to recommend a battery pack like you guys did, but I can't leave the house without one of these guys that plugs into the wall and adds 4 USB charging ports to any wall outlet. I've taken this and successfully not forgotten it at any hotel through the course of the last couple of years. But this really comes in really handy, and these are like $10. And so plug this in next to your bed and plug in your phone and your iPad and your iPods or whatever.
Yeah.
So these are really handy, $10. You can't beat that. What else you got, Bill?
Well, so the other thing is I'm doing a twofer here since I kind of got a twofer in with Brent there. But
Yep.
Brian, you reviewed these on a previous episode of G3.
Yep.
These Apple AirPods have been one of the best things I think I've purchased in the last few years. I love them. Just the setup was like way too easy. Everybody says they're gonna fall out of your ears. I'm not joking. I've put these things in my ears, shake my head, punch me, slap me, whatever. They're not coming out. I haven't lost them yet, which everyone thinks they do. A friend of mine actually ran these through the washer and dryer. They're still good to
Really?
go. So these right now, you can find some deals, but $159 from Apple or anywhere else online. They're really great. They last so long. I probably charge these up once.
They do last forever. They
Once,
really
like
do
once,
last
like
forever.
once a month, a
Yeah.
week probably, and they're great. And I love that you can use one or the other. So
Yeah.
if you're really trying to get some legs out of it while you're traveling or outside or anything, they're great. But
Yep.
when I'm not doing that, this is my double up pick.
Yep.
I went because I love the W1 chip that's in these so much. I did, and I don't love. You and I both have a headphone issue. We buy too many headphones. But
Brent's in that
you're
too.
in the
yeah.
that's nice.
We should start a support.
But I went out and bought the Beats Studio with the W1 chip in them as well. And they have noise canceling. They're like uber comfortable and 40 hours.
Really?
They'll last. And I rarely charge these either. It's
Yeah.
just like I charged them before I came on the show, but they're great. They fold up. One thing, the downside, they don't come with like a really cool case. It's kind of like this lame little shell case that I don't think would really withstand too much impact.
Okay.
But travel with
Otherwise-
these. You need these you need to tune out. You need to go take a call. You need to do whatever you.
You
I
need
love
headphones.
traveling with these, whether I'm on an airplane or
You need
whatever.
headphones, yeah.
These are on the plane, off the plane.
Yep, agreed. And I said the same thing, that those AirPods weren't good for me when I was traveling, and so I still went back to my old Sennheiser Momentums. They're not noise canceling, but they're closed back, and I just really like these on the plane. I still plug these in and watch a movie whenever I'm traveling on the plane, and these are still great. They don't make the Momentums anymore, but the HD ones I think are comparable, and they're about $150 these days. So
Yeah, I forgot to mention these are like $350.
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
So
I tend to go a little bit cheaper.
yeah,
Then-
Sennheisers are great. I have two other pairs of Sennheisers
Yeah,
at home.
yeah.
Did I mention the headphone problem?
Brent's got some too. Brent's
So
got some
I
too.
do, and instead of listing off all of the headphones that I have, I will mention the headphone amplifier. So this is a lot of the higher end headphones won't be powered well enough by, say, your phone or your computer if it has just a regular onboard
To
sound
really
card.
drive that whole range of frequency and give you that real experience. Yep.
Yep, and so you can implement one of these. This one is just an amplifier, but it's it has its own battery, so you can use it wherever. Some of these are like amplifiers slash DACs, which need to be constantly powered. And I don't know, it makes a considerable difference. You turn it on, you can adjust the volume here and change the gain or the bass, and it really makes quite the difference especially if you're on the plane.
Yep, I agree. I have tried yours, and I do like that piece of tech.
Who makes that one?
This one is, say that for me.
FIIO?
FIIO?
FIIO.
It's the A3 model, if anyone is interested.
What's the street on that?
Yeah.
Is
Would you pay for it?
That's
what'd you have to give for
about-
that?
What's the street? It's like 60, I think. So
Okay,
Nice.
so that's not bad either.
No, not at all.
All right, so one last thing that I got to bring in, and this is something that I'm actually very proud of, and it's not techie gadget at all, but we're gonna make room here. When I'm traveling, when I'm driving.
You're not gonna pull out your travel pillow, are you?
No, even better. I'm gonna pull out my travel bar. Who's got a travel bar at home? This guy.
Oh geez. Oh my gosh.
Look at that vintage travel bar. My wife got this travel bar for me at a thrift shop for like $1.
It's nice.
And that's real Naugahyde. You can't buy that anymore.
I would have just traveled with a bottle and just, been
See,
taking a
this-
pull off
see,
the
and
bottle.
that's no class.
I don't-
There's
I-
glass here.
Right,
Yeah, this
I
is
don't
it.
know why travel
Glass and
bars
glass.
ever went out of fashion, because instead of sitting in your room having lonely drinks by yourself out of a bottle, you're bellied up to a travel bar. That makes it classy.
You're still alone. But
Travel
boy,
bar.
do you look
much
great doing it.
classier. Much
Oh my
classier.
gosh.
All right,
I feel
all
like we
right.
should have maybe saved that for last.
No, I wanted to
All I have
win
underneath the table
early.
is a backpack.
I wanted to win
This is
early
dumb.
and definitively. All right, so I do have one more travel thing that I go everywhere and use every time I'm on the road, and that's a white noise app on my phone. I sleep with white noise. I've always liked a little bit of white noise in the background, and some people will get like a fan from the front desk or something like that, but I've really found that this white noise app from the iOS store, which is free, and has a different range of white noise features, is great for me. So that really helps.
What was that one called?
White noise.
It's literally just called white noise.
Literally called white noise, yep. And it's got different colors of the white noise.
Yeah, I
and-
saw you had
yeah,
white
yeah.
noise, brown noise.
Yep, yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I really like that app. You have different sounds in every different city that you're in, and that really just helps get a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
So-
I used a similar app when I was in Seattle a while ago, and I was downtown, and just the extra added city noise. It's nice because you can't always get your hotel room fan to stay on depending on where you are.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
constant for you.
It's a constant.
Wherever you go.
Everywhere I go, it's like I'm home.
All I have is a backpack still. That was one of my other.
Is that
quick
for the
picks.
win? Okay.
Yeah, well, this is for real travel, and I'm not. We'll add a pic in this in post, but this is the InCase Icon backpack. I love this thing. It has tons of extra pockets. It has a sleeve for a 15-inch laptop and all sorts of stuff. I mean, then there's another pocket for a book, and I still got tons of room. You wouldn't believe how much stuff I can cram into this backpack. The one thing it seems dumb, this little thing for your keys, just clip it on there, and then you don't have to worry about where they dropped off to. And then if you're, like to baby your phone, which clearly without my case I don't, but
Right.
it has a padded pocket that's up top for that, so you can put that in there if you have to. But it's just go to InCase.com. They have those. This is the Icon backpack. I think it's $199 for it. It's probably the best backpack I've ever had.
See, I've had backpacks before, and Brent has had backpack, and we're messenger bag guys.
I went from Messenger to this.
I just couldn't do it. I tried a backpack again
Yeah.
recently, and
No.
it's just no.
My best Messenger-ish bag was just the cross the shoulder from InCase as well, though. Those are
Right
great
on.
bags.
I know this is a longer episode than we've been used to, but I think we're doing a lot of cool stuff here. So I want to do one more thing here. Stocking stuffer. Pick one thing, tech stocking stuffer, under 50 bucks, if you had anything that you could recommend, what would it be? Bill, start with you.
Exploding Kittens, $29.99. It's a game. It's a game. If any of you guys know who the Oatmeal is, Matthew Inman, he created a game called Exploding Kittens. It's a ton of fun. It's $29.99. It's for 2 to 5 people. It's a family game. It seems really ridiculous, but it's super fun. There's some strategy involved. What's awesome is that you can be through a game of it with 2 or 3 people in 15 minutes and start all over again. It's not, some people like to play big board and strategy games, but this one's just really fun. People can jump in and out, and they have expansion packs and all sorts of stuff. So Exploding Kittens is my stocking stuffer.
Got it.
Christmas Day, what are you gonna do now? Play a game.
Exploding Kittens.
Fair enough.
Brent?
I'm going to refer to FIIO.
Hey, if that's a great gadget that you're using and everybody should, absolutely. I like that recommendation.
I think so.
I'm gonna go with LIFX bulbs. If you want to get into your smart home, if you're just starting out, LIFX bulbs are great. They're a little bit more expensive. They're 50, 60 bucks a piece to do the multicolor, but they don't need a hub. So they just hook right up to your Echo or to your Google Assistant. Are they compatible with Apple HomeKit now?
That's a good question.
I don't know the answer to that, but they might be. They might be compatible with all
available?
3.
Yeah,
think so.
We'll check it out. We'll put it in a note below.
There you go. But so LIFX bulbs, they are expensive, but they're cool and a great entry into your smart home. So,
and you do have, speaking of, one more time as the helper producer here, there is an old episode quite a while ago with the LIFX bulb that you did that. You also can say that it stood the test of time.
I still have those same bulbs
and they do well.
that we reviewed a couple years ago, and they're still burning bright, guys. So
Great.
LIFX is still highly recommended from G3. So, well, guys, this has been fun. I really enjoyed the cocktails. I really enjoyed the conversation, and I really enjoyed the recommendations. And I think we're not done with these guys, but we are done with this episode. So I hope you liked everything that we brought for you today. I hope you can incorporate some of these things into your holiday buying and into your holiday season. If you liked any of this stuff, or if you have your own recommendations, go ahead and post that below as well. Subscribe, tell all your friends, because of course we've got more interesting games, gadgets, and guests coming up. So until next time, I'm Brian CROMMETT, thanking Bill and Brent again for joining us today on G3. Game on.